If your work has been unrewarding, too stressful, and or taking up too much of your time and life energy without leaving you time to do recreational and leisure activities, then please do not resign yourself to a future of drudgery. Even if you love your work, but wish you had a whole lot more time to spend on non-work related activities like enjoying time with your children or grandchildren, tending to your home or garden, taking part in a sport or a hobby, meditating, or doing absolutely nothing when you'd like to, then clearly you need to find a way to work less. And for most people, that requires a way to make more money than they currently are making. But when people explore other money-making pathways besides the 40-hour per week job, it inevitably requires a time or money investment that they don't always have easily available to them. And sometimes it's less about time and money and more about lack of knowledge, confidence, motivation, and or skill set. Please notice that I didn't say impossible, because nothing is impossible. We just sometimes haven't always found a pathway to possibility yet. Some will say about the possibility of creating additional streams of income, but it could never happen for me because I'm just a poor person or an unlucky person or someone who could never live a life of financial freedom. Well, that's total stinking thinking that you're feeding your head with, and it's time to start feeding your head with possibility. Big, fat, juicy amounts of possibility. Why? Because you deserve it, even if you don't know it yet. Before we continue, for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Lauren Sonnenberg, wealth coach with Wealth by Lauren, and I'm here to help you create an optimal wealth mindset and to align you with passive income opportunities that actually work. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, I'm going to take you deeper into the dark side of our economy for a moment. Humans were not meant to work like economic slaves, where our money buys us less and less every year, and the powers that be spend money on things we would never dream of funding. And yet, the powers that be keep on creating more and more money out of thin air that creates more debt for the U.S. taxpayers to cover. It's an immoral, egregious act, and if the majority of people in the United States knew what was actually happening, they'd be outraged. If you want to really understand the biggest scam in the US, you should watch the video that I have linked in the description below. And so you're aware, I'm not affiliated with that video creators organization in any way at this point in time, though I may have to consider it in the future because it looks like a very solid company. But I'm sharing the link with you specifically because the education you'll get from this one video is super powerful knowledge that you need to share with your friends and family. I truly believe that everyone should understand this debt-based currency concept. Now, whether you fully understand how you're being screwed out of the money you've worked so hard for, you still cannot choose a victim mentality and be doing yourself a favor. You have to say, well, despite the fact that the money system is currently not set up to advance my wealth and abundance, I still have a say over what I do or do not create for myself, for my family, and for my community. Yes, even if you feel entirely powerless to change your financial situation right now, it does not mean that you actually are powerless to change it. Again, you just haven't found any one of the various pathways to possibility yet. So, what should you do? What's your next step? How do you break out of the cycle of working too hard, never having enough of free time to live your life the way you'd like to, and not having enough money to live the life you believe was meant for you? Well, it's actually quite simple. Number one, you need to research one or more approaches to passive income creation. That is, find one or more ways that will help you create regular and repeatable income that isn't based on trading your time for money. The goal is to be able to create a wealth generating machine, or more than one of them, that delivers money to you in a way that isn't tied directly to trading your time for money. And if you're not sure where to start, you're going to want to check out my wealth game, which is linked in the description below. To make more money, sure, you could go out and get another job, but then you have even less time than you started with. And the whole goal for the majority of people when creating financial freedom is also to have time freedom too. Number 2, after you've researched one or more opportunities, you need to commit to and start it and work it like you mean to use it as the tool that will change your life. This may mean working it 1 hour per week or 1 hour per day, but if you really want to dig in and make a noticeable and lasting change in your life, then you can't constantly start it and stop it. Stay consistent. I'm going to take a quick moment to encourage you to share in the comments what your biggest roadblock to making additional income outside of a job has been so far. In closing, don't overcomplicate the whole concept of making money outside of a job. Stick to the basics of researching a few options. Pick the one you feel the best about, even if you don't feel like you know how to do every single step yet, and run with it so you can achieve your goal. The only thing I might add here is this. Most people need some guidance on their pathway to making more income. If someone has shared an opportunity with you and you've looked at it and you have questions, definitely ask them. People who are trying to help you make money will want to help answer your questions. Also, if you've started with an opportunity, ask questions of the leaders in your opportunity and use the internet to learn more. None of us got a degree in passive income creation because they don't teach such things in school. We learned it by trial and error, and most importantly, by not giving up. That's how you succeed. That wraps up my video for today. So if you got value out of what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for my next video.